What do we have here? A thief? Did you really think you could just waltz right in here and steal my gem? How foolish of you. Of course I made sure to install a state-of-the-art security system to protect my most valued possession. You call yourself a cat burglar when you failed to detect my security system? How could you make such an amateur mistake? Or was it something else? Do you know the history of this gem you're holding while trapped in there? Do you know why it's called the mind gem? It certainly doesn't look like it has any resemblance to a mind, with its big size and curves, making it so shiny and easy for the light to reflect on it. That's certainly not the reason it's called the mind gem. So do you know the rumors and stories that have been told about this gem? This is no mere shiny object you have in your hands. The story and history of it goes far beyond a pretty expensive object to possess. What you hold in your hands is the key to turn naive people such as yourself to do my bidding. Let me educate you on what it is you are holding, my dear. Oh, and I'd suggest you don't look too long at that gem, unless you'd like to be turned into my little plaything. You know why that will happen to you if you look too long at it? This gem came from outer space, you know. It is made of an element that does not exist in our periodic table. This gem was first discovered during a sea exploration mission back in 1965. A young diver who goes by the name of Victor Dean. Victor found this green glowing object. I think you better shake your head and snap out of it if you want to have any chance of resisting me. But anyway, as I was saying, Victor found it while working for a famous millionaire at the time named George Simmons, who was looking for the wreckage of a pirate ship that dates back to the 1800s. I'd like to assume this gem was the reason that ship was wrecked. But regardless, when Victor emerged with the gem, George was unbelievably excited to have found such a valuable object. What George didn't know was the powers this gem has. Just like you, I can see from how you're finding it hard to stop yourself from looking at the gem. This gem has the ability to ensnare one's mind and make them obey its owner. And because Victor was the first human to hold the gem after its previous owner certainly perished in the shipwreck, Victor became its rightful owner, and George was becoming ensnared by it. And by the time the mission returned to shore, Victor became the owner of George's wealth You've been staring at the gem all this time, haven't you? I warned you. But well, allow me to explain what is exactly happening to you now. I, as the rightful owner of this gem, and you, as someone holding it with no claim over it, you're fallen under the spell and the power of the gem, and thus fallen under my power and control. You'll make a lovely plaything for me to enjoy. But first, let me help you. Let me help you, my dear. Let me help you get rid of all remaining thoughts you might have. All you really need to do is keep looking at it, focusing on how it glows, how it sparkles before your eyes, and how it blurs your vision, how you're feeling its pull. How you've been feeling its pull for a while now. That's right. You've been far too invested in the gem and its effects than the history lesson I was giving you. You don't really know who is Victor and who is George. I hardly doubt that. That's okay, honestly. It was a made-up story anyway. I made it to stall you long enough for the gem to truly start affecting you. What's the real story? That's irrelevant now, sweetie. Your mind is too occupied to really focus on it anyway. Don't you think so? Yeah, that's right. Just nod along. What a good toy you'll make. Smiling, Ari? Seems like you like that idea, yeah? Seems like you're starting to see yourself being played with and having me toy with you. Because that's what you are now. That's what you'll be from now on. A toy and a plaything. My toy and plaything. Look at you smiling and nodding along. You really thought you had any chance of leaving here with this gem? Cute. What a foolish little toy. Now that I have you under my spell, I'll let you out of the room. Come outside, sit down, and keep looking at the gem. Lost in the gem, while I inspect my little mindless toy. What a pretty little toy I've just acquired. I'm going to have a lot of fun with you. First, I will ask you a series of questions, and you will answer each and every one of them with yes. You can't answer any other way. And each time you answer with yes, you believe and agree even more. Let's begin, shall we? Do you love being a toy? Do you love being a plaything? Do you love how helpless you are? Do you love how powerless you are? What an adorably pathetic little toy I have. Will you be a good little mindless plaything for me. Look at you helplessly saying yes to everything I say, and agreeing more and more with me. Such an amusing little toy. Sit up straight for me now, and continue to stare deeply into the gem. Lovely. You will repeat, I am a toy. I am a brainwashed toy until this bell rings. Now begin. Good little obedient toy. I have plans for you, big plans. While I was certainly smarter than you and trapped you here, your skills as a thief might come in handy after all. I might use you in the future. But you don't need to worry about that now, my little toy. It's time to have you fall completely under the influence of the gem. I want you to look up and roll your eyes, trying to search for any remaining thoughts, any remaining remnants of resistance, to find that as you roll your eyes and let them flutter, the gem glow is still bright and intoxicating. It takes care of any remaining thoughts or thread of resistance in your mind, and once it's all gone, your body will go limp and loose as you fall completely under the influence of the gem. You'll fall deep, and when you eventually wake up, you won't remember what happened, because it's perfectly okay if your conscious mind forgets to remember what your subconscious mind remembers not to forget. Let the gem do what it does best and take over your mind. Let it completely influence you while you keep rolling your eyes and going deeper until you just sleep.